It was supposed to be a simple flight home for a 17-year-old girl named Aaliyah. She'd just finished visiting her grandmother and couldn't wait to get back to school, back to her friends, back to normal. But before the plane even left the runway, something happened that no one could forget. A white woman in sunglasses stormed down the aisle, pointing at Aaliyah's seat, and what started as a mistake turned into an ugly scene that stopped a flight, shocked a nation, and revealed the painful truth about modern-day prejudice. Watch until the end. Wait a second. Tell us where you're watching from in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more powerful stories like this. Aaliyah loved airplanes. At just 17, she dreamed of becoming a flight attendant one day, traveling the world beyond her small hometown in Georgia. Her mother had saved for months to buy her this ticket. A round trip to New York to visit her grandmother. It was supposed to be a gift, a reward for finishing junior year with top grades. As she settled into her seat by the window, she smiled softly at the view, the way the morning sun hit the wing, the calm before the clouds. She put her backpack under the seat, pulled out a book, and waited. That's when she heard it. Sharp heels clicking down the aisle, a strong perfume filling the air, and a voice dripping with entitlement. "Excuse me," the woman said, her tone cold. "You're sitting in my seat." Aaliyah looked up, confused, and the nightmare began. The woman stood tall, her sunglasses still on, her lips tight with irritation. "This is my seat," she repeated, pointing at the number above Aaliyah's head. Aaliyah blinked, checked her boarding pass. 22A. Window. Correct. She held it out politely. "Ma'am, this is my assigned seat." The woman snatched it from her hand, glancing over it as though Aaliyah couldn't possibly be right. "No," she scoffed. "This is my seat. I always book 22A. You need to move." A few passengers glanced over, uneasy. The tension was growing. Aaliyah spoke softly. "Maybe there's been a mix-up. You can check with the flight attendant." But instead of doing that, the woman raised her voice. "This is ridiculous. She's in my seat. These people don't even follow rules anymore." The words cut through the air like a slap. A flight attendant rushed over, calm but firm. "Ma'am, please lower your voice. Let me check the seating chart." A minute passed. The truth came out. 22A was assigned to Aaliyah, confirmed. The woman's seat was actually 24C, but she refused to move. "I don't want to sit back there," she snapped. "It's noisy. I paid for this one." The cabin went silent. Aaliyah sat frozen, humiliation burning behind her eyes. People were watching. Phones were out. Someone whispered, "This is going to blow up online." Aaliyah just wanted to disappear, but she stayed seated. She knew this wasn't about a seat anymore. The woman leaned in close, her voice low but full of venom. "I don't want to sit next to her," she said, glaring at Aaliyah. "You people always make trouble." A hush swept the cabin. Aaliyah's heart pounded, tears threatening. She thought of her mother's words. "Never let anyone make you feel small." So she took a breath, stood up, and said, her voice trembling but steady, "You can have the seat." "But you can't take my dignity." Gasps echoed through the rows. The flight attendants exchanged looks. Then came the captain's announcement. "Due to a passenger's behavior, this flight will not depart until the situation is resolved." Moments later, 2 security officers boarded. The woman was escorted off the plane, still yelling. And Aaliyah sat back down, shaking but unbroken. The plane finally took off, 20 minutes late. Aaliyah stared out the window, tears in her eyes but a faint smile on her face. She hadn't just stood up for herself. She'd shown the world what quiet strength looks like. Later, the video spread online. Millions watched the clip of a 17-year-old girl who refused to move, not out of pride, but out of principle. The airline issued an apology, and messages poured in from around the world. "You reminded us what grace looks like." Aaliyah didn't ask for fame. She only wanted to be treated like any other passenger. But that day she became something bigger, a symbol of courage, because sometimes standing your ground doesn't just delay a flight. It grounds injustice. Where are you watching from? Comment on your country and city below. Take care.